Olight, you guys have some explaining to do. I got the Seeker 4 from you guys, and it's supposed to be a tough flashlight, right? And all I ever did was throw this thing 40 feet in the air, maybe a little more, a little less, smashing on the ground sometimes. It has been covered in some different types of solvents and sprays, brake clean. It's been run over by a gigantic RV. It's been run over by an F600. At one point ran it over at my buddy's pickup truck. You know, as you can see, yeah, it's got some war scars. It's been tossed around and whatnot, but it's supposed to be tough, right? And again, all I ever did was just run it over with some vehicles that weigh 7,000 pounds, throw it at the ground as hard as I can, throw it in the air. We froze it, threw it in water, threw it in chemicals, and it stopped working. And ironically, even after doing all that to it, it still worked. It stopped working after sitting in storage all winter. Now here's the reason that I'm actually upset about this is for years and years, I spent money on flashlights like Coast and Streamlight, and some of those would flicker before you ever dropped them, and you'd only drop them, you know, so many times and beat on them a little bit, and they'd quit working or start flickering. And I'm mad that I didn't know that I can buy a flashlight that I could absolutely intentionally abuse, throw against the ground, smash, run it over, do all that nasty stuff to it, and it still took it for so long. I'm mad that I listened to dumb people on the internet who think Olight is trash because they're made in China. Guess what? So is every other flashlight brand. Now this video is obviously a little bit of satire. If you guys couldn't tell, this light has taken an absolute beating through all the testing we've put it through. And it worked through all of this. And I'm not sure why, but sitting over the winter time in storage, I went to go bring it back out. It lit up for a minute, went out. It won't take a charge. I'm guessing really because I've damaged the internals in here. Tried a new battery and that didn't work either. So I think it's fair to say it's the end of this Olight's life, but it lived a really good life. And guess what? I'd buy 100 more of them again. So stop listening to people on the internet because they're so negative about everything and they're so hung up on Streamlight, which, yeah, they make decent lights, but there's better out there. And just because they're made in China does not mean that they're absolutely garbage, because I've loved every minute of promoting these flashlights, using these flashlights, and being part of the Olight family. For those of you like me that rely on flashlights on a day-to-day basis for your job, do yourself a favor, check out an Olight. This is the Seeker 4. I'll link this one below as well as a couple other of my favorites, but of course you can always just check out my TikTok shop. I have all my favorite Olight products linked right there.